how often does something come around that's like, here's this amazing opportunity, here's this manual, here's everything you need to run a business, like we want you to, and we want you to thrive and do amazing, and then train you and then help you throughout your entire summer to make as much money as you want to make. Like, when does that ever happen? I just think it's like an opportunity that you can't miss out on.
So this is my first alumni video. So you had ran a business back when I actually ran a business in Regina. So do you want to just kind of introduce yourself? Tell me where you ran your business, for how long, and how long it's been since you've been a part of StudentWorks?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am from Regina, and that's where I ran my business for 2 years in a row. It's been about 4 years since I ran the last year that I ran it. And I'm currently working at Addiction Services. I got my degree, and it's been about a year and a half since I've graduated from university. And yeah, now I'm just kind of working full time at Addiction Services.
Okay, awesome. And then thinking back on your time with StudentWorks, what were your favorite things about it?
My favorite things about StudentWorks would definitely have to be the people that I got to meet. And I'm sure that's a very generic answer and everyone answers with that, but it is honestly true. You make so many great connections. I think one of my other favorite things would have to be the confidence and the growth that I got to see in myself. My first year running, of course, is always going to be a little bit shaky and things aren't going to be perfect, and you kind of do lack some of that confidence, but you can see over the summer how much you grow, and how much support that you begin to have from your district manager and the people around you that are also franchising in Regina, and you just kind of come together and support each other. And by the second summer, I could definitely see that I was very confident talking to anyone and landing jobs, and all that kind of stuff just started to come very naturally. And then it definitely takes you like into the future. Like speaking out today, I definitely still hold that confidence and recognize how much StudentWorks actually impacted me.
Awesome. And then I guess in addition to that, what were the biggest things that you actually learned from running your business?
The biggest thing that I learned from running the business is you can always do more with your time. So there were lots of times when I felt like I could always be doing more by marketing more, or doing something to improve my business or educate my painters and stuff like that. And then coming out like during today's time, I definitely feel like I have that business on the mind, that I can always be doing more and furthering myself. So yeah.
With everything that you've like learned from StudentWorks, do you see that translating into the work that you're doing now at all?
Yeah. So being a social worker, it's very much client orientated. And then StudentWorks, again, is very much client orientated. You don't have any work if you don't build rapport with your clients and build that trust and relationship with your clients. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm literally doing the exact same thing. I'm building rapport. I'm building that trust and relationship with clients so that I can better help them and provide a good service to them. But like, I remember being like the only social worker there and being like, am I supposed to be here? Am I in the right place? Like, and then as like the summer went on, I was like, shit, like this is like perfect for social workers, like, and teachers and stuff like that. Like, it couldn't be more of a better, like, I find that going through university for 4 years in social work doesn't teach you how to talk to people. It does not help you with like rapport or relationship building or anything like that. It's like, be kind and be empathetic towards people. And it's like, okay, but what does that look like? And like, how do I people manage? And like, how do I deal with conflict and all that kind of stuff? And StudentWorks literally taught me that. And I remember like when I graduated, a lot of my people that I graduated with were like I'm so nervous to like go out in the field and like talk to all these clients and like do all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm not
I'm
like
not.
at all.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, like literally not at all. And like I can see my confidence like today talking with all my patients. Like I talk to at least 15 people a day that are my clients, like at minimum 15, sometimes upward of like 40 people a day. And I can
Crazy.
see it's just easy and natural, and like I understand the importance of like that rapport and like building that relationship first before I start being like, okay, and this is what we're doing and like stuff like that. And like you wouldn't book jobs if you didn't have a rapport like with like that client, right?
Yeah, they
So
have to trust you in some way that you're going to do an awesome job and show up when you're
yeah.
supposed to and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and then I also like realized the importance of like being authentic and like being yourself, because I was very like robotic like when I first started student works and very like by the book. And then I realized that like showing personality and making people laugh and like all that kind of stuff. So now I get to kind of be a little bit, for lack of better words, a little bit of a clown when I'm working with clients. Like I get to be kind of goofy and authentic and weird and like that stuff, because they like that, because they're like, oh, you're human too, like you're not here to judge me.
That's awesome. So my last question is just for any students actually considering running a business with StudentWorks, what would you tell them?
I would definitely tell them that student loans don't get paid off very easily and very quickly. So try and avoid those. And if you can do student works and you can do it successfully, you'll have a lot better time getting through school. You'll have a lot more confidence, and your resume will look a lot better coming out of university, and it's definitely worth it.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.